Greetings, everyone. Surely we have all been in a situation where we felt like we wanted to retaliate. Maybe we had to face opposition. Maybe we were patronized. Maybe we were lied on, talked about. Maybe, someone slandered and spoke evil of us in secret. Or maybe it was our children, at the hands of a bully. In some kind of way, something would raise up this feeling of wanting to retaliate and take matters into our own hand. But when we encounter things like this in this life, as children of God, God has given us a command on what we need to do and how do we respond. Also, he has given us an example by way of his own. When he walked the earth, he gave us an example. We will see many other examples from others in the Bible of how to respond in the face of adversity, if you will. So if we look at Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 through 45, it's actually titled Neighbors and Enemies. The Lord Jesus himself says, "Ye have heard that it had been said that thou shalt love thy neighbor," right? "And hate your enemy." He says, "But I say unto thee, you love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh the sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust." So we have to understand God has given us a command. It's not an option. It's not based on if we feel like it, even if it makes sense. He has given us a command that this is what we ought to do: love our enemies, right? And we can also see account of this in Luke 6:28. And here's how we really ought to respond in the face of adversity, right? We want to pray for their salvation. We want to pray for their well-being. We want to forgive them and pray for forgiveness, right? Demonstrate the heart of God. And we can see that Jesus was the greatest example. As he hung on the cross, he had been beaten, marred beyond recognition. He was spit on, he was mocked, okay? And they were casting lot for his garments, if you will. And as he hung there on the cross, he said, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." We see another account in the account of Stephen, who was martyred, right? And he was stoned to death. But as he would endure this painful death, one of his last words, I believe, was, "Lord, don't hold this sin against them." So we can see that the Father has always demonstrated his way. And here's the benefit for us when we decide that we don't want to retaliate. We're not going to join our perceived enemies in their pursuits, right, of evil, if you will. This is going to foster spiritual growth and maturity when we choose to obey God, right? It also is going to foster or encourage obedience, if you will, humility and faith. Sounds like walking in the Spirit, right? This is God's will for us.